hey, I just got profit from this stock, but wait, do I need to pay zakat on this?
Yes, of course you do. Zakat are also part of your wealth. If you're earning from it, zakat definitely applies. But the real question here, how do you calculate it?
Wait, there's calculation? I thought just 2.5% only, and then settle.
Not that simple actually. There are different methods depending on how you invest. Alright, let me explain how this actually works.
Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. So today we will be discussing about the completion of zakat on stock. It includes the practices, issue and way forward. With the rise of stock investment among the Muslim nowadays, the understanding of zakat on stock is very crucial to ensure that our wealth are remain purified and stay in line with the Sharia principle. So, what is zakat on stock? In simple meaning, you paying zakat on the money that you have invested in share.
Zakat on stock falls under zakat al-mal, which is zakat on wealth. To be obligated to pay zakat, several conditions must be fulfilled. Firstly, the investors must be Muslim. Secondly, the shares must reach the nisab. Lastly, the ownership must complete 1 lunar year or haul. Now, there are two main types of investors. First, traders, and the second one is long-term investors. So, what are the difference between these two types of investors? Let me explain. Traders are those who frequently buy and sell shares, while long-term investors are those who hold shares to earn dividend. This distinction is very important because it affects how zakat is calculated.
Now, let's look at how zakat on stock is computed. The first method is the market value method, which is the simplest. Zakat is calculated as 2.5% of the current market value of the shares. For example, if your shares are worth 10,000 ringgit Malaysia, your zakat would be 250 ringgit. The second method is more detailed and based on zakatable asset of the company. Only certain assets are included such as cash, receivables and inventory. Non-zakatable assets like buildings and machinery are excluded. This method is more accurate but requires access to company financial information, which may not always be easy.
Now, I will explain how to calculate zakat on stocks using a simple scenario. So, let's consider Ali, a young investor. He purchased shares worth 10,000 ringgit and after holding them for 1 year, the current market value of his stocks increased to 12,500 ringgit. He also received 500 ringgit in dividends. So, the question here, does Ali need to pay zakat on his stocks? The answer is yes, because stocks are considered zakatable wealth, especially when they are held for trading and have completed 1 lunar year or haul. Now, let's get through the calculation step by step. First, we identify the zakatable amount. For stocks held for trading, zakat is calculated based on the current market value, not the purchase price. So, Ali's zakatable amount is 12,500 ringgit. Next, we apply the zakat rate, which is 2.5%. So the formula is zakat equals 2.5% multiplied by the total value. Okay, right now we calculate 2.5% of 12,500 ringgit equals to 312 ringgit 50 cents. Therefore, Ali must pay 312 ringgit 50 cents as zakat on his stocks. So in conclusion, stocks are subject to zakat. The holding period must reach 1 year, the rate is 2.5%, and the calculation is based on the current market value. That's all for the scenario.
Despite its importance, there are several issues of computation on zakat on stocks. First, lack of awareness. Many investors are unaware that zakat is included in their investment. Second, complexity in calculation, especially when using asset-based method. Third, different practices. Zakat institution may use the different methods that lead to confusion. Lastly, there is the issue of paying double zakat, where both company and the investor pay the same zakat on the same wealth. First, there should be standardized guidelines to ensure consistency, such as based on IOFI standard. One of them is to provide one clear method for all investors. Second, the use of digital tools, such as Zakat calculators, can simplify the process. As a result, this reduces human error and makes Zakat calculation fast, convenient and accessible. Third, more awareness campaign by institutions like Lembaga Zakat Selangor can educate investors on their Zakat obligation. Finally, Zakat calculation could be integrated into trading platform, making it easier for investors to fulfill their obligation.
In conclusion, Zakat on stock is not only an obligation, but also a means to purify wealth and promote social justice. As future professionals in finance, it is our responsibility to understand and apply these principles correctly and ensure that more Muslims fulfill their Zakat obligation accurately and consistently in today's modern financial environment. Thank you for watching.